All right. Good morning, everybody. This is TJ, and we are the Goldenrod. It is January the 28th, Tuesday morning at 10:18 a.m., and I just wanted to go over some of my trades this morning. Man, I thought it was going to be a lot easier to stream me live trading doing this, but a little bit more complicated, me being a newbie to YouTube, than I thought it was going to be. But I will go over some stats real quick. Let's jump into my account history this morning. So basically, I didn't make that total 4,000. There were some that closed early this morning. But if we go back up here to 1,500, and I'll show you a bigger snapshot of this in just a minute, starting right about there, you can see everything is positive, positive, positive. I did have to finagle a few trades, go in a few extra times, had a loss there, but if you see these losses, they're overcome by all these positives, which gave me a net positive return when it was all said and done. Same thing here a little bit, had to go in a few extra times, but then all these positive trades. I am going to pull up the MT4 platform and throw it over here really quick. Basically what you're looking at is 1,500 this morning. This is where I started trading all the way down to there. And to get a better contextual look at it, I put it in a spreadsheet. Let me pull this over, make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. I got all the stuff in there, all the guts, and I put everything over here in dollars so you can see what I actually made this morning. And we're just going to go ahead and tally that up real quick. And that's 2,600 bucks this morning is what I did in about 2.5 hours, somewhere around there. So we'll go over some of that here in just a second. Let me get these screens set up. Also, you can see that I'm presently in two trades right down here on the 5-minute chart. I had an entry here and then another one up here. So I went in a second time looking like it topped out. I believe it's going to come back down, so I might close it somewhere in here because I've already done really well. And any more trading I might do the rest of the day might be on the 1-minute chart using the 30-minute, like I showed last night in my video, using the 30-minute as a placeholder for directional trading on the 1-minute chart. And so let's go through some of these really quick, and let me show you the 5-minute setups. So we had two this morning, here up and here up, so both would have been winners. Even if you had to stay in this one a little bit longer, you didn't quite top it out, no big deal. Going once, it bottomed down here on my other indicator. I've got these two top indicators for very further out movement of the market that I gauge things by. So, and again, what we're looking at is basically my soft blue line here, my aqua, if you want to call it that, and I need that to be on the outside of my bands, with my goldenrod being outside of those bands, and an arrow that this goldenrod more than not encompasses. Here it didn't really encompass it too well. You can see if I draw a little circle, there's my arrow. Well, that was a terrible drawing, huh? There's my arrow right there. Okay, long story short, you can see where it hit. It was barely touching that goldenrod line. Long story short, I took the trade anyway, and I actually took it over here, but you could have taken another one there and followed right on up. Nice trade. Okay, there's one. Let's go to the NAS. A couple more, actually one more, got in here, went up halfway, came back down, did the same thing that the S&P 500 did. That's normally pretty on key for what happens with both of those. One follows the other. Let's go over here, and we are on, what is that, gold or silver? I always get those mixed up. Yeah, it's silver. Nothing here on the 5-minute chart this morning in silver. So we're at 2. You know what? I want to calculate. I want to do what I did yesterday. Let's see, is that going to go away? I need to set my DI here. Let's get that calculator back up. Let's go ahead and set it, and we'll put it right there. So far we're at 2 trades. XAU, I'm in right now, down about 60 bucks, no big deal. Pound CAD, there was one good trade. Actually, I think I took a pound CAD, but I got out early, but it's still going up, as you can see. You would have entered right there. Got both lines on the outside, my arrow. get in. We'll see what happens later today. Singapore dollar, no trades there this morning till the blue line wasn't down far enough. NAS yen, we had one good one all the way up, winner. There's three. Oops, another one. The NAS chief, good, another winner. Hit it again. NAS CAD, I think I took a trade in that earlier and probably outed myself a little bit early, which is fine. You know, there are a lot of the times I'll out myself in between. I'll get out of the trade in between your outer wall on your band and your 50% of that band. Get out somewhere around here, because these are hybrid bands and they do move slightly as the market moves, which they should. I want them to do that. And so sometimes when I'm up really nice, I'll just pull it. I won't wait till it touches. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so there's another one. Let's go to the NAS. Nothing here on the NAS. Actually, there was. I did not mark it. You know what? Let's go ahead and mark that really quick. I don't know if I took any trades on the NAS. I was going pretty crazy this morning. I had a lot of trades that I put in, but definitely a winner. Let's go ahead and give us a point for that one. CAD yen. I tried to mark as many of these on the 5-minute chart as I could. Another one here, and you've got a sell here. So there's two you could have profited off of. The chief yen. Yeah, there was one there, but I did not see that one. I'm not going to count it. CAD chief, there were two, one up to here, one down. So two more. Pound yen, one good one. We'll add another one there. Pound CAD, we're still doing this one, so I won't count it. Pound chief, we had one there. I finagled this one pretty decent. I got in here, it did come down, I got in again a couple more times, and it hit my bottom, and I went in about 3 or 4 times knowing it was going to do that normally when it comes to one side or the other and touches these two channels. So made a decent killing on that, but we're just going to put in one. Pound Audi, nothing there this morning. Audi NAS on the 5-minute, I clocked one up there, so another one. Let's pull this over a little bit more. Again, just showing you the efficacy of my trading system on the 5-minute chart. Last night when I lined out the 1-minute chart, man, that was a lot of work. So today I'm only doing the 5-minute, and we can go through on single charts here in a minute and look at 1 minute. If you want to join me, that's fine. Let's go to the Audi yen. Again, another one there. Give us another good trade. The Audi CAD 5-minute, still working itself out. You could have got in there. Normally, just to let you know, when my trading scenario comes up, if the candlestick has gone over the 50% line, I normally won't take the trade. You know, that was really close, so I just decided to put a line there and see how it works out the rest of the day. I'm pretty confident it will. But anyway, that's part of my trading system. If I ever have a candle that goes so far up that it goes over the 50%, I don't take it normally. I'm not going to count that one. Here's one all the way up. If I missed it, came down a little bit, came back, I would have got out there. You got a double top right here, so would have exited that trade. So we'll put one on that one. Audi USD, nice trade up. There's another one. Euro yen, nice trade up. There's another one. Euro chief, nice one up. There's another one. Euro CAD, nothing on the Euro CAD this morning that I was looking at. Looks like there was one down here, but I didn't catch that one. Was doing some other stuff. Euro pound, nothing. Nothing here on the Euro Audi. US CAD, looks like there were two, one all the way down, getting in here, still trying to make its way up, but it is positive. I'm only going to count one. The yen, nothing. As you can see, my blue line did not come under the outside channel. My goldenrod wasn't anywhere near my arrow. My arrow was outside, but the other two did not line up, so nothing there. The chief, yep, still working itself out. I won't count it though. The pound, yep, did good on the pound. I think I went it a couple of times on this one. It went up, came back down, entered again here. I don't remember if I entered a third time, but did real well on that one, so give myself one there. And finally the euro, and boom on the euro as well. Really good trade. All right, drum roll. Let's see what I came out with. Look at that, 21 different trades. So 21 positive trades. Made a little over $2,600 in 2.5 hours. Not too shabby. You know, if you are not where you can trade a bunch of different indices at one time, a bunch of different currency pairs, you know, after being able to finagle these switch ups down here to be able to look at this screen differently when I'm finding stuff, it's not hard at all. For some people that are new, it can be a little challenging. You know, I can trade 8, 10, 12 pair at a time, and just hitting the profit and putting all my profits on the bottom and all the negatives up top really helps. It enables me to see what I need to look at and what I don't. And that's also why I have an extra. So I start out with my euro down here and go 32 over, right? So the reason why I have an extra one over here is because if I see something, and I normally have an extra one at the end of the chart too, but there's a couple of things on the MT4 platform that a lot of people don't know about. And it's basically that you can drag anything that you're in a trade, you can drag it onto the screen, and boom, it shows up. So I like to have another tab open here at the beginning. That way if I'm looking at anything here, but what I have being traded is further down, I don't like having to press this. I'll just grab it, pull it on the screen, and see it instantly. So again, there's the two trades that I'm in, and I just pulled it up there. Really nice little tool to do. So that's that. All right, let me see here. So again, good positive morning, 2.5 hours, quick trades, presently down. Let's see, is that gold? Yeah, gold versus the dollar. Not too worried about it. You can see the sideways trading right here. It's not that you can't, but there's just a lot of sideways trading, a lot of wicks, and I fully expect this to start coming down and hitting my target at some point. And I might move this up a little bit. Just depends on how much this kind of moves. Market could still go up a little bit before it strikes back. So, you know, looking at this, even though it's at 50, I'm going to pull this up just a little bit, stick it right about there, pull both of them up. I mean, it's still going to make over $1,000 on those two, probably a couple $1,000s by the time it hits. All right, let's go ahead, just for the heck of it, I don't know, let's pick the yen, just something out of the blue. Let's look at the 30-minute chart for a minute. And this was from yesterday. I'm going to kind of, on my last video that we made. So here we have, on the 30-minute chart, my system panning out up here in regards to direction. So I am going to take that right there. We're going to make it a nice, pretty, thicker blue line. Or aqua line. I like aqua. It used to be my favorite color as a kid. And then we're going to go to the 1-minute chart. Okay, so we know the trading scenario is down, right? So let's squinch this up. Let's go to that blue line. Oops, turn that off. Go over here to the blue line, make it a little bit larger again, scroll over. And let's see, this morning, that would be 1500, we'll say 1400. You might have gotten up a little early if you did. So here's one right here that played out. This is early morning, but right there is my target. We are outside of the band. We have both the goldenrod line and the aqua line up underneath, and there's my arrow. You can kind of barely see it through another arrow I got there, but and boom, goes all the way up. Nice trade. Again, now that was opposite. Did I say down? You know what, I hate it when I forget that 30-minute line, but I do. Yep, my bad. It's a sell. Let's go back. Still would have worked, but I hate it when that happens. Okay, so the minute chart. Let's go to, here it is. So after this it's a sell. Let's go to the 28th. Forgive my scrolling. Alright, here we go. So even that would have worked, doesn't matter. Here's the one I'm talking about. Right here. Both are outside. You got my goldenrod, my aqua, there's my arrow on the inside, all the way down. Nice trade, real nice and easy, no big deal. Let's go over a little bit more. So again, we're only taking sells. So there's one. Here's another sell here. Could have taken that all the way down to there. There's two. And here's the market presently. Presently no trade. This is all inside. Can't do it. So we're staying out. So there's a couple of trades right there on the yen for this morning on the 1 minute chart. And what I do normally during the day, looks like my trade is going into positive territory right here. So here we're coming down. Let's just watch this for a second. If it spikes, I'm going to get out of the trade. Up a couple $100 so far. I'll get some coffee in me. I love my coffee in the mornings. Alright. Still coming down a little bit. Just kind of watch it. Tell you what, I think I'll just set a price in my head. If I see anything that goes over like $700, I'll just close it while we're talking. Alright, let's go to like the CAD. One of the things I was trying to say is, normally when I make my money in the mornings, I will go ahead and down my sizes. So instead of trading a couple of lots, I'll pull this down to one lot when I trade the 1 minute, because there's going to be a lot more 1 minute trades than on the 5 minute, of course, because it's a lower time frame. But when you're putting it in synonymous with the 30-minute time frame, it's just so accurate. It's pathetic. So let's go over this morning on the 30-minute time frame really quick on the USD CAD and see what we got. We still have that down scenario from the last one, so there's nothing new here. But let's look on the 1 minute chart. And let's tabulate what we could have done for a down scenario. So right off the bat, there's one right there, and you would have had that down. Nice little profit. Popped outside. There was another one for a nice little profit to the downside. Nothing here, nothing here. You're going to have one here in a little bit, it looks like. Don't know. Don't want to presuppose, but it is kind of topping out up here. Another thing I like to look at, if the market goes up into these further out channels, see a little dot right there? Basically, if I get two of those and I don't have my normal system set up, I will go ahead and take the trade, because too many times when you go back in time and you look at these longer, larger channels, when it slaps at it a couple of times and makes a couple of those dots, as you can see, it disappeared because the candle wasn't closed yet. But if it closes on two candles when it's out that far, it's pretty good chance it's coming the other way. It's exhausted itself. So alright, USD CAD, that was that. Let's go back to the 5 minute. I like to keep it there. Still up $100 and $200, so still going. Heck, let's pick the euro yen. Let's go to the 1 minute chart. The 30-minute chart, so we can gauge the 1 minute chart. Here we go, right here. Right there should be, so you can see it through all my other lines from last night. Right there, see it? Basically, that's the 30-minute denoting the downward scenario. It has not made another one yet, so we're still in that mode, right? So let's kick that off, and we're still in a sell mode. Let's go to the 1 minute chart, look at what kind of sells we could have picked out this morning if you wanted to trade a little bit quicker momentum. Could have done that. Let's go to 1400. And alright, there's my 5 minute, but we're not looking at that. We're looking at 1 minute sells. And here's your first one. Got a really nice setup right there. Your goldenrod is on the outside, your aqua's on the outside, your arrow's on the outside with the goldenrod engulfing it. Boom. Nice trade. Simple, easy peasy, money in your pocket. You got another one over here, right there. Everything's on the outside. When it got in there, boom. Nice trade there. And you would have had another one right here. It barely, but it was there. Everything lines up. Got in there, came all the way down. Another good trade. So I'm telling you, this system is kind of stupid the way that it works. So let's go to, oh, I don't know. Let's go to the pound Audi. See what that looks like on the 30-minute chart. And we'll do another one and wrap it up. So 30 minutes, looks like we're still, let's make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, that was still trading to the downside. Let's see what the 1 minute chart shows to the downside on some of these. Okay, let's go back to 1400 this morning, which is about 6 o'clock. We're only going to the downside. So, alright, here's one right here. Could have got in there and wrote it down. Because this is bending down some more, your bottom at that time would have been right about there. So not too terribly much, but still money in your pocket. I'm not going to let that go. So this wasn't on the outside, could not have taken this one. It wasn't there. It wasn't there. And I want to also say something about how the system keeps you out of trades. You know, wasn't quite happening right here. That was because there might have been an uptrend, and then there was coming, and these bands, because of what was going on back here a little bit and with what it was doing here, did not suck outward enough to catch any of this. So these bands are slightly forward looking as well. The math on them is quite interesting. Just remember, all indicators have math attached to it. That's all it is. It's math. And the way that math is configured into the indicator, especially where these are concerned, is quite interesting. So no trades here, no trades here. We're continuing to go over here, and let's see here. And we have no trades there. Alright, nothing there. Let's do one more. Let's come over here and go to the NAS USD. Just picking one off the top of my head. And on the 30-minute chart, it looks like, interesting, it's still a buy. So let's go to the 1 minute chart. Even though it looks like a down market, let's see what kind of buys we could have had this morning on the 1 minute chart. Let's go back to 1400. Alright, let's go here. Here's one right here. Would have got in right there, wrote it up. There's one. Another one over here, got in right there, wrote it up. There's two. No, not quite, no good. Not quite, no good. So on the larger time frames, we're still struggling a down market. Let's look at the 5 minute chart real quick. Yeah, it's kind of sideways trading right now. Looks like it's coming back down, but anywho, let's go back to my gold. That's still kind of meandering, so we had a nice little dip here. Wasn't sure how far that came down. I wasn't really looking, but it'll pan out. I'm not worried about it. This will be my last trade of the day, so I'm just going to kind of stick in there and hang with it. So hey, I appreciate y'all spending time with me. That's about all I got for right now. I hope the rest of y'all's day goes well. I'm still learning on this YouTube scenario. My microphone, I think on my last stream, wasn't the best. I'm not sure if this is any better. I'll probably end up having to get another microphone just so I can take out some of the the junk that you're hearing or not hearing. So I appreciate your patience with me once again. Hey, please hit like or subscribe if you like what you're seeing, and man, make it a great day. Talk soon. Bye bye.